Hi guys, Hijugon here.
Hi guys, it's me Reflaust here as well with Heijugan, and today we're gonna show you top five Boruto
Yeah,
interesting characters.
yes. So we're gonna be showing you the best characters in Boruto, not strength-wise, but the best character-wise, story written in a number of different categories to make the best, most likable, and most complex characters.
Yeah,
So Refloss, I think you're gonna go on to the first character.
yeah. So my first character I think will be Udon, and yeah. So today I'm gonna tell about Udon, why he is my pick for the interesting character list. So I think Udon is an interesting character because we haven't seen much of his abilities yet. Uh, at a young age, we thought he was just a normal person and just Konohamaru's friend, but actually he's a Jonin now, and he's got really interesting jutsu now. He's got the um,
Yes, yes,
he's got the jutsu. I think it was episode 49 or 48, and he did the snot jutsu, and it was really interesting.
yeah,
Don't you agree, Heijugan?
yes, yeah. I completely agree. That was episode 48, and before Udon, if you agree with me, hadn't actually been a good character. And let's give it expanded this character. Now he's actually a cool character.
Yeah.
But moving on to the second character, but yeah, for this character, I'm going to be picking Iwabe.
Ooh.
Now, Iwabe as a character has come a long way since the first couple of episodes when he was a class bully. Iwabe really has been changed by Boruto, as so many other characters have been, and he's become his very own unique character in the sense that he's got a very strong sense of justice. As we saw in the Hidden Mist arc when he was almost trying to avenge his grandfather, and his morals constantly go against that of Udon's, as we were just talking about. And he's just a very unique character in the same sense that he stands out from the crowd in that he wants
Yeah.
to do what he believes is right and isn't like too afraid to just go against the rules just to help his teammates.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's a really
yeah,
interesting, good point there, Hagecon. Yeah, so um, before I move on to the next character, I would say to the audience who's watching, obviously, this video, is that it's our own choices here. So it's our opinions. Obviously, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Obviously, in the comments down below, you could say your own characters who do you think is interesting.
yes, yeah, absolutely, very well said.
Yeah.
So are you going to go on to the next character?
Um. Yeah. So we've done Udon, and let's move on to um Ryogi.
Yeah, once
Or
okay, yeah. What you not going to do, Shikadai?
oh yeah, Shikadai. Yeah, Shikadai. So now Shikadai is a really interesting character because Shikadai, it's obviously he's young and he's really clever,
Absolutely, yeah,
but and the thing that he's a bit different to his father, and I'm gonna be explaining
yeah,
now why. Because his father, obviously, he's the assistant advisor, let's just say, for the seventh Hokage, who we all know is Naruto, and um
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, and Shikadai, in the Byakugan arc, Shikadai, obviously he met Ryogi and they were building a friendship relationship with each other, and also Shikadai had some doubts, and I think this is really good point that the writer, obviously he's trying to say Shikadai and his father obviously are kind of the same, and Shikadai in a few months episodes he's going to be really clever, especially I think in the tuning exams when he faces off
Yeah, yeah,
against Naruto.
absolutely.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's why I really think that Shikadai is a really interesting character, and we will see his development throughout the episodes in Boruto. And yeah, and if there's a next
yeah,
series
yeah,
of this, and then it will be really good, and let's see if he really becomes an interesting character along the series.
yeah, yeah. I completely agree. Guy did actually prove himself to be a great character in the tuning exams, as he did head off against Boruto and actually beat him in the finals. But on to the next character, which is Ryogi. Now,
Yeah,
Ryogi is a very recent character to be added in Boruto. He was added in the Byakuga gang, and he had a very sad backstory, which of course made him very relatable. But
yeah,
where he was different from other characters with sad backstories is that he was completely tricked 180 degrees from this character which was pretending to be a father figure, which had actually placed the genjutsu on him as a child, which was a very powerful concept as he had been living his whole life as a lie. And already that made him a very good character. He was also very good friends with Shikadai. He had a very bright intellect. He had ice release, something we hadn't really seen much ever since Haku,
Yeah.
which was really bringing back the stories. And I think that it was really great to see his character come full circle and for him to finally realize he'd been tricked, because at the end he was kind of being used forcefully. And just to see him just, thinking back about what he's done was very good, because another character which I think they didn't do very well on that was Kagura. And I think he was like the better version of Kagura. So on to our final one.
Yeah, good point. So this time me and Heiji-kun will be discussing about Mitsuki, guys.
Yeah, we both agreed that Mitsuki is an incredible character. We both chose him for our list.
Yeah, especially.
So do you want to say why you chose it?
Yeah, why I think Mitsuki is a really interesting character. We haven't really got much background info until a few episodes back when he was in his Gaiden form, which was really incredible. And it was obviously Orochimaru's plan for bringing him there and release and getting Mitsuki his Gaiden form. Yeah, that's the only episode we got of his back kind of story kind of thing. And so I think throughout the series, we're going to get more info of him, and I think he's really going to be an interesting, powerful character in the series. What do you think, Heiji-kun? Why he is an interesting character for you?
Yeah, first of all, he's a very interesting character, as you said, because we didn't know much about him until very later on the story in episode 39, when he got his Gaiden manga put into an episode of the anime. And he also had a great introduction. And the whole series, he's been talking to snakes, he's been talking to the moon, he's been kind of a bit shrouded in mystery. And in episode 39, when it was revealed that he was just a clone, a test subject, that really just was a powerful experience. And I like him as a character because his motivations, his son, he's put his faith in everything on Boruto, the protagonist of the series. And he's just such a likable character because he's very confused for Boruto, and he's one of the best side characters because his character, he's a bit he's like a candle. He can be put on one side to another. So if, for instance, Boruto goes rogue, he'll probably go rogue too. And I really like that about his character, how he is very loyal and how he doesn't particularly know who he is, but he is himself through Boruto.
Yeah, I think also he's an interesting character because Orochimaru and Sasuke, obviously there's summoning jutsu is a snake creature, and also I think Mitsuki's summoning jutsu, I think it will be a snake related as well. And also all three of these characters are really interesting as well, as we have seen in Orochimaru, who's one of the three Sannin, and Sasuke, obviously he's the strongest shinobi alongside with Naruto, who's the 7th Hokage. And now Mitsuki, I think do you think he will surpass Orochimaru?
Yeah, absolutely. We got to look at what Mitsuki will look like in the future and how strong he'll be through Log, which is kind of his past experiments. And Log was very powerful. Like, we haven't seen anything about Log. We saw Log was able to go head to head with Orochimaru in some serious taijutsu. And we saw Log had some kind of secret jutsu himself, which is almost able to beat Orochimaru. So yeah, I mean, Mitsuki does have, in fact, at the moment, he's definitely the strongest Genin in this class. And he's even stronger than Gaara's son, Shinki, at the moment. So yeah, it's really interesting to see how they're going to play his character in the Chunin exams. Yeah, and it's also because, particularly myself, I find it hard to believe that someone's actually going to beat Mitsuki in the Chunin exams. So it'll be really interesting to see him in the final against whoever makes it that far.
Yeah. So that's about it, guys, I think.
Yeah, that was it.
So guys,
first of all, thank you, Reflaust, for doing this to me. It was really fun to do.
Yeah,
and
really fun
hopefully
with me as well,
more stuff.
So it's a wonderful. It's my first collab actually. So it's a really, it's really good to see that one of my best friends, Heiji-kun, is here on this collab with me for my first ever collab with him. So yeah, this is really a good video as well. with him, and he's just a really good person to do a collab with. So thank you, Hage Khan.
Description on both of our channels. We'll both upload this video so all of you guys can see this. And yes, that was it for the video.
Alright,
Thanks for
so-
watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.
羽ばたいたら戻らないと